Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am creating this monochromatic glowy look using new products that I got during the sales, some products that are recent releases, some others a bit not so recent but fairly new, and an eyeshadow palette I got in my BoxyCharm. So if you want to see how I created this look and hear what are my thoughts about these products, please keep on watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to click on the little bell right here so you don't miss out on any new uploads. And thank you so much for watching. Without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, I'm just going to put my hair back. So I'm gonna prep the skin and I'm going to use my fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. I've been really liking this. I've been using it since I got it, and it's really nice. It feels really refreshing, really hydrating, and not too oily. For a moisturizer today, I'm going to use what I've been using for a few days as a moisturizer, and it works great. And on top of that, it's a SPF. It's the Fenty Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral SPF 30 Broad Spectrum. So I really like this because first of all, it does not break me out. Most of SPF break me out, and this one has 16.8% zinc oxide. They say to shake well before use, and I've been using it as a moisturizer and it works great. It has a little tint to it, but once you spread it onto your skin, you barely see it unless you're really fair. Probably it would be nice if they would come up maybe with another shade or like a clear one, but this one, if you can see, has a tint first but disappears. I was looking for a good SPF to buy during the sales, and this seems to be a great option. So if you tend to break out with sun protection, like try this one and let me know how it goes for you, but I really like it. Okay, for foundation, I'm gonna use my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. I haven't used this one for a very long time, and I kind of want that dewy finish. And 575 is the perfect match for me right now. It has a light to medium coverage, it's buildable. I think it's a staple for many of you maybe, but I haven't used it in so long, forgot about it. And if you want more coverage, I would use a foundation brush. But I really like the finish of it, it's really skin-like. I'm gonna use my Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector, one of my favorite products. I love it. It's brightening. Sometimes on some days I just use it by itself. I really like how it brightens the under eye area. This is the shade Light Medium. Insist here. For concealer, I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish concealer in the shade Cedar. A little bit on my hyperpigmentation here. I really like that concealer. I think it has a great coverage. And I wonder if I prefer it over the Pat McGrath Labs one. Just because I have a feeling it's a tiny bit more hydrating. The Pat McGrath Labs is great, like it doesn't crease as much maybe. But combined with the CC corrector, it's a winning team. I'm actually going to set it with the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Powder. That's the shade Light. So some of you got back to me after I kind of complained because I ordered 2 bundles on her website when she had like 25% off, and I only received like, I can't even call it like half an order or something. Like the bundles were actually not bundles, like they were sending like just individual products as a bundle, if it makes sense. And they actually didn't have in stock the medium under eye powder and the brush, so they just did not send it. And they're going to send me a refund. I have to double check if I received it, but They say I could get it at the same price, basically, once it's back in stock, or send me a discount code I can use for one purchase, but not on new launches, just on what is actually on the website right now. So yeah, this is what happened, and I know it happened to many of you actually. A lot of you got back to me in DMs or in the comments, like saying it happened to you too. All right, for bronzer, I got a new one. It's not new to the makeup community, but it's new to me. That's the Lilah B bronzer. I got the shade Sun-Kissed, and look how it's presented. It looks so nice. So you have that little packaging that says, with less you are more. And then you have the actual compact that is so heavy, but it looks so pretty. It looks like a little pebble. It feels really, really heavy and sturdy. And they say, with a swipe of our multi-purpose bronzer duo, you'll have an instant sun-kissed glow, which I desperately need right now. Just light it. And it feels like ceramic, or I don't know, it feels really heavy and high quality packaging. It would be nice if they were selling the refills so you can keep the packaging and, you know, don't pay the extra price for this, because that must be expensive. So anyway, let's go for it. It looks so pretty. So yeah, you have those two shades here. I'm gonna use my Sonuji Face One brush. And let's go for it. I'm gonna mix both together. That's very pretty. Not too orangey. Super pretty. Well, I got it during the sales as well. That's for my second round, because I went for a second round. Very nice and buildable. Wing Goss number 02. I'm just gonna go under the nose and on top. That sun-kissed look, you know. Just gonna go over with my sponge just to make sure it didn't go too hard. Quickly, I did my eyebrows off camera since the camera stopped. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of glow to the face, and for this I'm going to use the new BECCA Ignite, I think this is how you pronounce it, Ignite liquefied light highlighter, and I got the shade Creativity. It looks really, really pretty. You can use it for your face and body. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like on my hand first. And it's scented, but it smells really nice. So this is how it looks like in the shade Creativity. That looks really pretty. I wanted to compare it with Champagne Pop Glow Silk Highlighter Drops. These were limited edition, I believe, but I love them, and I used them so much last summer. So I'm just gonna do a little swatch here to show you, because on the website when you pick up a shade it says that it's comparable to Champagne Pop. If you wear Champagne Pop you should get Creativity. That's why I got that shade. The lighter one, can't remember the name of it, looks a bit too pink for me. That's Creativity, and that's the liquid Champagne Pop, so they're not too far. I would say Creativity is a tiny bit more bronzy, but not far. And the texture of the formula doesn't seem to be too far from one another. That's a good thing it's not exactly the same shade. That way I don't have a repeat. But I'm really excited to use that this summer too on my body. I think it looks really pretty. If you're like light to medium, medium tan, I think it would be really, really nice. Okay, but let's try it on the cheeks. And I wonder if I should use my sponge for this or a brush. Maybe we should do both. So how does it work on top of powder too? Because obviously I'm wearing powder, so it's maybe not ideal. Doesn't seem to move the powder underneath. Let's try with a finger on the other side. And a lot comes out, so you have to be careful and do like a micro push on the dispenser so you don't use too much. That's very nice. But I have a feeling it's almost more beaming with the sponge for some reason. But I like that it doesn't move the bronzer underneath. This is more subtle with the finger, like a little bit more intense with the sponge. Let's try with a dual fiber brush quickly. That's a e.l.f. small staple brush. Just adding a tiny bit here. Well, that works really well with a staple brush. If you have a dual fiber brush like this at home, really nice. Similar to the sponge, I would say, but with the sponge we know that it absorbs a bit of the product, so yeah. Put a tiny bit here. And then whatever is left on the brush on the forehead. And the ears, why not? It smells really nice. Now if you don't like any fragrance products, you're not gonna like this, but what's in it again? Infused with an energizing fragrance blend of juicy pineapple, fresh coconut and orange flower notes, a multi-sensory experience that ignites optimism and lights you up, outside in, inside out. Enriched with sunflower oil and vitamin E to nourish and soften, this highlighter provides a seamless application. Well, I tend to agree with that. Look at that, it looks beautiful. I could almost have gotten the lighter shade. This would look great on the face, like for this summer when I'm a tiny bit more tan. Like right now it's a tiny bit golden, but it's really pretty. And I'm not bothered by the scent. I think it does take you, it is elegant. There's pineapple, coconut, but it doesn't smell like that's like girly, fruity, young fragrance, which I have nothing against, but it's actually a more mature scent. It's very elegant, very nice, and I think it looks stunning. Probably can't see it on my body right now, but beautiful on the face too. So now for blush, as you know, if you watch my previous videos, I got more Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out, how do they call it again? Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blushes. I originally got two, which were Rose Latte and Summertime Wine, or Vino, I can't remember, Summertime Wine? Summertime Wine, yes. And this bugs me. You can see on my previous videos like how they look like, but I might do a video where I swatch all the shades I got. I didn't get all of them, but I got 6 shades to show you. I don't know, I might film a video just for these blushes, I'm not sure yet. But for today, I wanted to use the shade Cool Berry 09. So this is how it looks like. I don't know, should I use the sponge today? Or maybe just my finger. I'm gonna use my fingers. So let's try Cool Berry. I usually like to apply cream blushes with a dense brush, but I just cleaned my brushes this morning and they're not dry. That's a very pretty color actually. I'm gonna zoom you in. So yeah, the formula is sheer but buildable. That will be a really pretty shade too in winter when you're super pale, and it will be a very pretty shade on darker skin tones. I think it looks really pretty. Also, this formula, I like to put it on my lips, on top of the lip balm. I think it looks so pretty. I have a feeling all these blushes, they were a bit scary on photos because they look very pastel-y, very bright, but it's actually more because the formula is so sheer, it's way more subdued, way more soft on the cheeks than it appears it would. Oh, I like that. I think it's so pretty. I put a tiny bit on the nose. I always like to do that. Right there. What the heck, let's put it on the lips, as I always do. I had a little lip gloss. That's so pretty on the lips. It is so pretty, that shade. I think it's pretty for winter, it's pretty for spring, like it's pretty for any time. It's actually quite neutral. I know some people complain about the fact that the the colors looked really pastel, like, or very bright, but they're very subtle actually. You have to layer on to actually have quite an impact if you want to have, like, you know, big rosy cheeks. They're very easy to build up. I really love the formula. I fell in love with the formula and I love to use them on my lips too. I know they're a bit controversial just because of the size, well, and then because of the little bubbles, like some people were worried. It's actually armless apparently, like it's a little bit of the moisture that gets out of the formula when it gets a bit hot or cold, but from the moment you mix it in again, like there's no problem apparently. And I used them since I got them, and the bronzer too. Bronzer I didn't have that issue, just the blushes, and I didn't break out, no problem. Anyway, love it. So that's our base. I think it looks really good. I think it looks glowy, healthy, a bit of rosy cheeks. I haven't used my Anastasia Beverly Hills setting spray for a long time, the Dewy Set setting spray. So let's do this to give a bit more glow. And I'm gonna use this fancy thing here. It's actually a nice mist. Forgot about it. Alright, skin is done. For the eyeshadow palette, every month I get a BoxyCharm. In my April BoxyCharm, I got the ZOEVA Cafe eyeshadow palette. Comes in a little sleeve like this, and I don't know where you can buy ZOEVA in Canada. In the States, I wonder if you can get it at Ulta. And in France, I think it's available on the Sephora's website or in store. Est-ce que vous avez ZOEVA en France, Sephora? Dites-moi parce que je suis pas sûre. Enfin, je peux regarder en ligne, mais it's super pretty. Like, look at these colors, super springy. I don't know. I'm like, if the formula is good, I think it's a very pretty palette. It's a nice light packaging. Now there's no mirror. Put a little bit of music for you, and I'm going to fast forward it, and we're gonna create a look with this palette. It looks lovely. For eye pencil, I'm gonna use the NARS High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Mullen Drive. It's a nice metallic brown. I'm gonna do a little line here actually on the top. Alright, and for mascara, I'm gonna use for the first time the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. I really like the packaging. I think they did a great job. It feels nice and heavy, you know, like it feels very luxurious. There's a little bit of a scent, but not too strong. And that's the brush. I really like those like hourglass shape usually. Second coat. a bit of clumpiness, but nothing that I can't fix, I think. Alright, eyes are done and it's pretty. I'm gonna zoom you in. The palette is really, it's nice. It takes time to build up the intensity of the shadows. Now if you're a beginner, that's nice because it's not too pigmented right off the bat. But it takes some time to build in the shadows, so just a little warning. I haven't used the green ones, so I'm not sure. The mascara, I think, gives a nice volume here. The length, I'm not sure. It gives a lot of length, but it gives a nice volume. It's okay. It's not the best mascara I've ever tried, but it's the black is really nice and deep. Okay, so I could totally leave the lips like that. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of gloss on top of it because I really like the color. It's kind of a monochromatic look. So I'm gonna use Sephora Outrageous Plump Effect in the shade 02. And I really like those glosses. They're really nice. Nice little packaging. And I think it would look good on top of that mauvey color we have. So yeah. Feels so nice on the lips. Yeah, I think it looks really, really pretty. So I'm gonna zoom you in. The lips, very nice, very juicy. And that's how the skin looks like. And the eyes. What do you guys think? Alright, and that is the finished look. I love it. I just snapped some photos and it photographs really, really well. I think I'm gonna take some like maternity like selfies because I'm getting big, guys. Like I'm gonna show you. I'm 27 weeks pregnant. And yeah, this is popping. So I don't know. I really like how the makeup photographs, like it looks really soft. Sorry, it's my bowl chair. It looks really soft. The glow is beautiful. I love the bronzer. The shade is perfect. Now it's not very travel friendly. It's so heavy, but it's such a pretty product, so I'm really glad I got this during the sales. I'm curious about the brand Lilah B. Have you tried anything else like from this brand? I'm really curious. The eyeshadow palette, you know what? I'll have to play more with it because the colors are so pretty. It was a little bit hard to build up the intensity. It took some time, but once you layer on, like it's really pretty. Like the shades, like the color story is really, really nice. So ZOEVA, it's the first time I try anything from their brands. I would like to play more with those tones here and the green, but I love these colors. I think it's so nice. The metallics are not super pigmented, so I had to dig in with my finger and go again. The cream blush in the shade Cool Berry is beautiful, beautiful. It is a perfect neutral shade. It's beautiful for winter. It will look pretty on fair skin, medium, tan. I'm really happy with the formula still. I have to swatch. I think this one has a tiny bit of a shimmer or something because I haven't applied the BECCA highlighter like right here, but you can see how glowy my cheeks look. So yeah, really happy with this one. I might do a video dedicated to those blushes. Let me know if you're interested, like to see swatches, and maybe I'll do, I don't know, I'll see. Let me know what you'd like to see. So I really like that monochromatic look. I really like it on the lips on top of my little gloss. It was really nice. And paired with that lip gloss, it was perfect actually. That Sephora one in the shade 02. Once again, that's the Outrageous Plump Effect or Effet Volume. Really nice color. Very nice formula. I really like it. The concealer, I still really like it. That liner, I really like it. It's a beautiful metallic brown. I'm really impressed with the BECCA Ignite Liquefied Light Highlighter. Once again, that's in the shade Creativity. It looks beautiful on top of powder. It did not move my bronzer. I was worried about that. So I'm really happy. The mascara is okay. I really love the packaging. I think she did a good job. It adds volume. It is really black. Now for me it lacks of lengthening effect, but well, it's rare to get everything, right? But if you have long lashes but you want something a bit thick, it might be a good one to try. Well, the foundation, I haven't played with it for a while. I like that it's like a nice light to medium coverage. It looks really good. It looks like skin. So yeah, overall really happy with this makeup look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram. Let me know what you want to see next. I might do like more videos like shopping my stash now. So let me know if there is any particular products or like a theme you would like me to do for the next videos. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well. Take care, have a great one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.